I mean, okay, Guma's great at it. He wants a good matchup in Ashe, and he's going to pick it very early. My surprise comes from that it comes this early, but I guess they expect a ban on it in the second phase, so they're going to take it now. But very high prio.
Yeah, Jin Karma used to be a very powerful lane some years ago, still is, and it's actually going to be a rough time for D+ in the bot lane. He has to play Karma.
Maybe he wanted to play Bard. I think play Draven.
Oh, this is sick actually if they go to Camille. You know, Camille, no, we've talked about this being a good matchup for Camille, but it's been such a long time since it's been consistently picked. But the dive threat from Camille via Ahri, the Jin over the top, aiming's going to have a rough time. And yet, you look at the composition, right? The Renata in a Karma, because obviously Renata's still good at dealing threats coming into her. If you find a handshake, that can be powerful for the Renata. But in terms of general trading power, really hard
tempo heal, but Guma, he moves up for level 2. He's gonna have to flash, and aiming, he's just gonna barrier nothing just to make sure, as he thought maybe he would be rooted up there. Okay, level 2 in, and we do have Owner moving in. Lucid should be on vision here, so Owner's gonna wrap around.
Oh, very sneaky.
Vi is very good in the 1v1 here, and he's got red buff as well. So Lucid, kind of an awkward spot for him, as another hit is gonna come in, and Thank really rough.
Definitely playing for the skirmishes more so, and T1 just going to look to pick up this dragon early. Showmaker's about half HP, so even though he's coming over, I think they feel confident they can get this and disengage.
He's going to get into the pit as now the engage comes in as that frontline Owner very low, and he will eventually go down as they have to go super deep for this one. Showmaker, though, so tanky, will live throughout it all, flashes away, and DK get the Drake as well, but the chase is on. Guma looking for more. Kellen in a lot of trouble. He's just going to sacrifice himself for the trade.
And the dragon will take those.
Well, Lucid's here, by the way. He's level 6 Sejuani. He's going to take a big burst, actually. Yeah,
I think it was okay. I do think we learned that.
That was point blank. I do not know how that missed. He will definitely get it, right?
Definitely, kind of, probably, maybe get it.
Okay, well, he has to smite it now. Okay, there it is. Need to be bought. Here comes an arrow. That is going to hit Faker here in mid, who is in a lot of trouble. Oh, he threads the needle, but Faker, he gets stuck, but he's still alive, and they turn it around. It's a 3v2, and that's a couple of kills for T1. You see Lucid very unhappy. Owner is, well, he's... Wait, how's he out? Wait, what? How did Kingdom not kill him? When it was like, okay, when you get a shutdown, might have to hold that thought as Guma is being slowed up here by the Ashe. He does have Cleanse, and he will utilize it to get away. Little Root comes in, Lucid in the vicinity. Now, curtains will be called, and they will push DK all the way back to their turret. As trying to throw an ult here is Lucid, not going to hit anyone.
Hope doesn't connect that from Carry, and Carry actually low on mana, so maybe comes a
Ooh, that fourth shot. And we do have Faker trying to look for the play. That's another charm to land, but he is alone. And the handshake, Kellen says, sit down. No ulting in my face. And now we have a Jin, and aiming is just, well, maybe dead. Trying to get the shutdown here at Owner. Yeah, he's dead. In the front line there is Ashe. Not great, but now we got an R into the wall. And another handshake, and this time it's a root onto Sejuani. That's a double kill for Guma, who has insane value in this game on the Jin. That's a third one for the side of T1. And T1 will continue to push.
Zeus still looking for more, though. The root doesn't connect this time. And Zeus, T1 have so many engage tools. They want to fight, they'll take it.
All right, comes down to Silas getting that one, as now Lucid in a lot of trouble. Isn't really that tanky just yet. Another huge handshake. Man, Kellen is just not missing. After a couple of weaker games, he is coming up big in Game 3 as here comes the Silas. I feel like Guma also is getting huge value on the Jin. Here comes the ult. It's going to hit Faker. He's in a lot of trouble up against that Meganar, and DK turning it back in their favor. So T1 definitely solidifying their lead, taking the Infernal Drake. He might actually throw an ult in here. That's going to get a flash at Zeus. Here comes Lucid, but that is Camille. I mean, you can't get away from this. It's just Mininar, and he is very far away from the Mega. He's just dead. Arrow is going to hit. And nope, TP is coming in. I think DK just have to get out of there. Lucid's like, okay, never mind. Just gonna take the Cinder and run away, but the ability to close the gap here from T1 is huge. The ult is gonna miss, and another handshake is gonna hit the front line, and this Renata gets so much value when everybody lines up for it. and T1 just don't have the chase ability. But you go Zeke's first, you're not hugely tanky early on, so we'll see how long he can hold on to that.
Yeah, and this initial play, really nice, and I think you could honestly be happy with it and just disengage in the situation. You see the arrow hits, and that's when they're like, okay, we
gotta fight in live. That is a caught Keria. That's just Karma, who, when she's caught, she just kind of dies.
I thought you...
That would give them Infernal Soul point, and as DK, you kind of have to deny this one if you can.
Yeah, no.
Charm gonna miss. Faker in a bit of trouble. Does okay. He's fine, actually. Just gonna Spirit Rush away. But now he's on the opposite side of the fight. So yes, he's okay, and he will live, but can T1 actually fight this one? As might just come down to a flip, and Oner is going to steal it away, but now Faker! Oh, he's gonna get away with the Gnar into the wall. Down he goes as DK finally closes the gap, but now very low health bars here on the side of DK. In goes Zeus, and he just murders Showmaker. Down he will go, and Zeus is totally fine. They get in that back line. The Vi is able to lock down aiming, but he gets the reset. But look at the health bars and the chase potential of T1. They shut it down in a big way.
D Plus not able to disengage. The Jin'll value is massive, and Guma's look at the fourth shot. He gets it in the bag. Dragon secured. Team fight win. Which they might. The ult comes in.
Oh, the arrow. It's gonna immediately get McHale's, but the front line here, Zeus, surprisingly tanky. He's got a lot of... T1 also, they're not even fully engaging, but Guma with shields can just walk up to people and just shoot them. That's gonna be a cleanse, though. Early on here, Guma's taking a bit of damage as well. Not the cleanest amount of poke, and here comes Faker on the flank. All the way around, looking for Showmaker, who is pretty low. The Jhin ultimate going to be utilized. They try to clump up here, but that's Infernal Soul. And Lucid, he needs to get in. It's not going to happen. It just goes over to T1. As, okay, Infernal Soul now for the side of T1, and they want to take a fight.
Kingen has no Mega Bar. He has to try and stack it quickly, but they're all so low.
Oh man, they're all up against the wall as well. The Charm is gonna miss, so does the Jhin root. Oner goes in first, but he is looking for that backline, aiming in a bit of trouble as the Renata ultimate does get some value, but man, the low health bars are insane as the damage from T1 is out of control. Aiming finally gets taken out. It's a triple for Guma, and that might just do it as T1 are pushing the bottom lane. That's T1, man. Sometimes they're just inevitable, and they play the better series tonight. As we got 5 seconds until Renata, it's not looking good for DK to have a chance to stop this push, and in fact, T1 will end the game right here, right now, right at the 30-minute mark. T1 take the series, as he said it. Really complete the composition.
You know, I'm interested how much damage Keria did, because he went the Zazak.
Yeah.
And he also, I swear his mantra Qs were doing a lot in some of those fights, so I'm a little bit interested. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Guma's definitely going to lead the damage, we know that for sure.
Wait, you mean Keria won't beat him in damage?
You know what? He won't. Keria needs to try a bit harder. You need to stick him on center.
Yeah.
If you want to be tough in the damage charts.
So they're just saying, you know, we can end for sure, 100%, calling out death timers. And it's very calm from the side of T1. Keria just saying, yeah, shields. This is Guma Jhin. This is Keria Karma.